Oh, thanks everybody for tuning in to the Kila Chari Torah Halacha Review video for Monday, September 28th. Let's talk about raining when it rains, and we're trying to do the mitzvah of sitting in the sukkah. If it rains, we're exempt from staying in the sukkah. How heavy a rain does it have to be? A sprinkle, or does it have to be a downpour? If it rains so much that, in your judgment, rain would drip into your cooked food, and it would be spoiled, even if the food isn't in the sukkah. You don't need to run a laboratory test on this. But if you feel that it's raining enough, so the schach, the roof of your sukkah, is wet enough to drip into your food and ruin it, then if it were inside, you would move to another room. Then you may leave the sukkah and go inside the house. If you started to eat in the sukkah and then it began to rain, such that you went into the house and started to eat there, or because of the rain, you initially started your meal in the house, then it stopped, you can finish your meal in the house. You're not obligated to leave while the meal is in progress to go outside and sit in the sukkah. When it is so cold that the food in the sukkah gels, let's look for a clarification on that. Shara Tzion says it's certainly true if you're troubled because of the cold. You're probably already cold. If your food is freezing, probably you're freezing also. So also the person would be exempt from eating in the sukkah, and you're allowed to eat inside. As for sleeping in the sukkah, even a slight rain causes discomfort when you sleep. So if there's any rain at all, there's no obligation to sleep in the sukkah. We discussed before Yom Kippur when we were going over these halachas. Generally speaking, people in Toronto don't sleep in the sukkah. But if you started to sleep in the house because of the rain and the rain stopped, you don't have to go out in the sukkah at night. You can keep sleeping right where you are in the house until morning. Remember these laws. Once we all get to Israel, they'll all become very pertinent because the weather there is much more hospitable. Anyone who's exempt from staying in the sukkah and does not leave is called a simpleton and will not receive any reward for it. And that person is not permitted to say the bracha leishe b'sukkah because it's a bracha levatala, it's a blessing made in vain. When you leave the sukkah out because of the rain, you should not complain as you leave, but go out feeling like a humbled servant rather. Okay, so that's some more about eating in the sukkah. So we'll finish out these laws in the next couple of days, and then we will go on to discuss the lulav and esrog. If you haven't placed an order yet, please check with the office to see if there are any lulavim and esrogim left available in the supply that we got. Have a wonderful day, a good Yom Tif, and we'll see you.